Hello sociology students. When it comes to questions, the 4-mark question, really key to get this right. You know what I'm going to say here, we've done this many times. You need to deck it. So for example, in this one, primary socialisation, you would define what that means. You'd explain it in a bit more detail with an example perhaps, and then you would compare it. So what are you going to compare it to? Well, you're going to compare it to secondary socialisation. Deck it. 12-mark questions, you need to peel, so you give your point, you put some evidence, you explain that, and you must link it back to what the question is asking you to keep it really focused. So you can do these a couple of times in your first paragraph, so evidence and explain, so you would say another argument is that, and you'd go on to explain what argument it is to back up the argument, the question rather, and then you link it back to what the question's asking you. And you need to do that a couple of times in the first paragraph. So you're making about 2 or 3 really good points in your first paragraph. So about 3 examples or 3 pieces of evidence. Then for the second paragraph, this is where you say, however, other sociologists would disagree. So it's this discussion between agree and disagree. And you'd do exactly the same thing. You'd put some evidence down and you would link it back to the question. And again, you need to do that a couple of times. So you need to have some real key words, key terms that you can use and bring in as evidence. Really good here as well to also use sociologists. So remember the 4 main types of sociologists: Marxists, feminists, New Right and functionists. Try and include those in your 12-mark answer as well. Okay, remember as well, when you are in the exam, to go by the mark a minute. You have about half an hour for each topic that you're going to cover, okay? And in that, there are 30 marks. So for a 1-mark question, don't spend longer than 1 minute on it. Likewise, a 12-mark question, don't spend longer than 12 minutes on it. But you've got to really make sure you stick by that. Also, ensure that you are following the structure of the exam, so the peel structure of the 12-mark questions, the deck it for the 4-mark questions, and get in as many keywords as you can. All those keywords we've looked at, try and use them as much as you can and refer to specific sociologists as well. All right.